Hold on. Get. Thank you. Y'all need to put on these. So y'all be basically like.
Hey, my beautiful people. How are y'all doing? Waiting for my guest that should be coming on soon. I'm not sure where he is. I told him 7 o'clock on the dot, and it's 7 o'clock on the dot. So, but how are you guys doing? What's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Now, where is he at? Bear with me while I try to figure this out. Because we were supposed to be having a nice chat together. And I'm so looking forward to this because I'm always up here on this platform talking about mental illness on my own. And it's always just like me, or sometimes my daughter. And
Oh, sorry.
I was so happy when he actually agreed to come on the podcast with me. But now I gotta find him. I do not know where he is. So, but what's up? What's been good? What's going on? How's everything? How's life? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yes. All right, but I need you now to join the other link so I can get the podcast actually started.
Now, what you need me to do?
I need you to join the one I text you also.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna stay in this one for one item, and then you're gonna go into.
So I could go into my thing. It's not gonna kick me out of here.
No, that's what I was saying to you. That's why I said you needed two devices. You need the. That's why I told you needed two devices to see. Look, to run both at the same time. I'm running 3 platforms right now.
Shit. I mean, I got 2 other devices, but how am I gonna?
So text it. Text what I text you. Text it to your other device.
Okay.
As long as you got that link, you can come on the podcast because the podcast itself is on the other link. This is an added on bonus that I'm putting it on my YouTube channel because it's more exposure.
Okay.
Plus, we get to reach more people,
Yeah, got you. Damn it. All right. I hope this shit works. All right, just a second.
All right. Bear with us, people. We coming. Bear with us. We're trying to get this going. I got excited though because I'm gonna give you a little backstory while he's doing all of that. Well, it's kind of retarded to give the backstory right now when I haven't started the actual podcast recording itself because I need him to get into that piece. So, whatever. Anyways, hey Wisdom, how you guys doing? What's up? So I'm recording an actual podcast with a good friend of mine that I've been knowing for a couple of years, who also has mental health like I do, and is also raising children, and he has one that I know for a fact that has autism as well. So we connect on many different levels, and we understand each other on many different levels, I guess, because of our mental illnesses, and we've been able to support each other. Wow, it's been since 2013, I think, since we've been friends, since we've been knowing each other, and we've been rocking like hard. But I'm just waiting for him to link up to my actual podcast so that my actual podcast can start recording. So right now I'm just live with you guys, Wisdom, and live on YouTube. Hey YouTube, how's it going? I know ain't nobody watching right now, but when y'all watch this replay, hey, how you doing? Uh-oh. Echo. Got it. Nope, there's an echo.
It still got an echo?
Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. Yeah, I still got an echo.
I don't know if it's...
The echo came when the podcast started. So you know what? Just get off the podcast. We'll stay with the YouTube live, and we'll do it this way. And then if anything, we'll do it again on just the podcast itself.
Okay.
Because I didn't think about the echo. I didn't think it was gonna do echo, but I forgot my mic can't plug into my laptop. That makes a big difference. So we'll do it this way, and then yeah, I wish I could record it. If I'd have been able to record it, it would just make life so much more.
Yeah, that would have been dope recording.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I got this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record from my phone because I can put it next to the speaker on the laptop, and it should get what you gotta say also along with me. We're gonna do it that way. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me do the intro because now officially I'm gonna start. So let me do this intro. Hey, my beautiful people. Hey. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are or whatever time you see this. It is 7:06 p.m. and it's May 30th, 2023. And I am here with a good friend of mine. I'm going to give you a little backstory before he comes up. But I'm here with a good friend of mine who also has mental health like I do. And he's also raising kids and going through the trials and tribulations. And we've been friends since like 2013, I think it is. So it's been about 10 years now. We've been rocking through the good and through the bad, through the crazy, to the non-crazy. Yes, and I'm thinking, why not bring him up here so he could just chit-chat with me so we can get another aspect of mental health, because I'm always on here. So now we're going to get the story from somebody else too. Like, it ain't going to be just me. So with that being said, I'm going to let you introduce yourself now.
Yo, what's goody, y'all? My name is Ronald, Ronnie, whatever you want to call me. But, yeah, you know, like she said, she already told you, we know each other for a hot minute. Both dealing with mental illness and have kids that got it as well. I got 2 kids actually 3 kids that got, you know, mental illness. My other kids, they safe. But yeah, I'm just kicking it with her. We're gonna have this convo, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it because, like, honestly, I've been told him this when I started my podcast. I'm like, yo, you should come up on my podcast. It was like 2 years ago. But you know, life happens, life be lifing, and things just happen, and you get lost, and then your depression kicks in, and then bipolar kicks in, and anxiety kicks in, and PTSD kicks in, and you can't see the good out of it, and you can't like find the energy or the time or focus long enough to sit down and be like, all right, let's do this chat. But he said he needed to vent low key a little bit. So I was like, you know what? Come to the podcast, let's talk. Because it always helps. Because there's such a stigma with mental health. Like, people look at it as such a bad thing. And right. Denial. If you think about it, a lot of people live in denial that they got it, that they deal with it. So how do you, what are your thoughts? How do you cope? How do you deal? Like, when you found out for the first time that you had something going on, like how did you deal with all that?
Like, what you mean, like with self?
Yeah.
Yo, be honest, I've been really like trying to tap into like the spirituality, you know, like, you know, praying and things like that to my ancestors, and trying to tap into meditation, or even simple things like just taking a walk and remove myself from people that trigger me. You know what I'm saying? My therapist was like, you know, you got to recognize your triggers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I also known myself, like, you just got to remove yourself from certain type of people.
Correct.
That carry a certain type of energy.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, we all energy.
Correct.
So as we do this podcast, we exchanging energy with one another.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what happens is sometimes when people can't relate, you know, more likely, I feel like more like they can't relate to you, they really don't understand you,
Yes.
and they don't have that experience. So I think sometimes that makes it hard for you to be around another individual. So again, like when you're going through your own thing, sometimes you just got to remove yourself from people, period, just so you can breathe and collect yourself.
Correct.
Because a lot of times we ignore. Like, I'm not saying, like, we feel how we feel, correct? Like,
Correct.
we're mad or we hit our fucking toe or some shit, right? Whatever. It's like, sometimes you got to understand how you feeling.
Yeah.
You have to understand that shit. And I'm sorry. You got to
Yeah,
understand.
just try to watch it a little bit because I don't know how you two feel about that.
My bad. You just got to watch it and understand.
Yeah.
You know, you got to understand yourself first and foremost.
Correct.
You feel me? Because other people may not, but you got to understand yourself. So you know how to, you know, deal with a lot of things when it comes to self. You know, because a lot of things start and stem from you.
Correct.
Not always necessarily the other person, because another person could be an a-hole, and you could be a good, kind-hearted person, but you get an a-hole next to a good, kind-hearted person, they gonna sit here and have you all going crazy, like, you know, like out of your element. Like, this person made me feel like crap.
Correct.
But you're not supposed to sit here and give them power or even accept that they made you feel like crap. So now, all right, so I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own it and feel like, you know, like, no.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
See, so it's funny that you said I forgot exactly how you said it, but I'm normally telling people on my podcast, especially, get a PhD in yourself. You gotta know yourself like you were your own doctor in and out. You gotta know every aspect of yourself. You gotta know you're so darn good that the moment you switching up, you gotta know, oops, I'm switching from bipolar to depression right now. Hold on. Like, you gotta be that good and on point with yourself. That's the only way you're gonna be able to function in society. That's the only way you're gonna be able to live. Like, you gotta have a PhD in yourself, in your conditions, in your diagnosis, and how it looks within you. Because, yeah, doctors claim, oh, bipolar is like this, oh, depression is like that, oh, PTSD is like this, autism is like that, anxiety is like this. But it shows up different in each person. That's only an outline of what they believe is going on because they studied people, they watched people, but they didn't have it themselves. They never did the walk themselves to know exactly what your body goes through. You are the only one that can say that. You're the only one that can actually show, hey, this is how I show up and this is what I gotta do to help me out. So I felt happy when I heard you say that, because I'm always advocating for that. Like, you gotta know yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. That'll take you a long way in life. You know, you got to know you know, and apply yourself when it comes to everything in your life. You know, like I said, the mental illness and things like that. Like, you got to know how to apply yourself and how to handle it, because a therapist or whoever else, they can sit here and tell you, oh, you need to take these meds or try and do this exercise. But half the time, those meds may be the cause of making it worse and leaving you where you at.
Correct.
You feel me? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with going to people and talking to people, because sometimes we don't have nobody to talk to. But like she said, you got to know yourself, and you got to help you better than the next person can help you, because only people can treat you how you treat yourself. Correct. Sometimes people will look at you and they don't understand you and they be like, get away from me. Like, I don't even want you, da. But it's like, it's not about them, it's about you. Figure you out. You feel me? Because everybody wants things in life. Everybody wants to be happy, but it's like, yo, you got to get past your own funk, level up, get your life, figure your shit out.
Correct. No, it's true though. You're right. You do. If you're not gonna get by in life and you're not gonna succeed if you don't have that PhD in yourself. Like, you gotta know all that. You can't just expect to go to the doctor and have the doctor tell you everything about you. That's not gonna work. That's not, like, you have to know you before anything, and that comes with acceptance. You also have to accept yourself, accept these diagnoses, understand that they do not make you, they don't break you, and they damn sure as hell don't define how you show up on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because they don't rule your world. Contrary, you decide how they show up within you and when they're going to come out. But you can only do that when you're in acceptance and have a PhD within yourself.
Yeah. That's a fact, you know? And people got to really really listen to that, you know, because, you know, self-care is important. Like the mental, you know, awareness. You got to pay attention to yourself, because nobody's going to give you that love. Nobody going to take care of you, make you happy better than yourself.
Facts.
We're going to always be wanting to be around others and have that relationship. But it's like, you can't have these things unless you got a relationship, a good relationship with yourself. You know?
You make another point. So I'm going to stop you right there real quick, and I'm going to say what I always say. I tell people on my podcast, wisdom, wherever the heck I'm talking, you got to know how to love yourself first. Your first love is supposed to be you. You're supposed to be your first love, not nobody else. You're supposed to be your true only love. Any other love you get outside of that is an added on bonus. It's a bonus. Okay? Hear that again. It's a bonus. Why? Because you already loving you the right way. You already loving you the correct way. And when them people come into your life, they're going to know how to love you. Why? Because you're screaming, this is how I'm to be loved. Because you're doing it for yourself. Anything else is an added on bonus.
Yeah. That's why they say, you know, they say this, and I believe this, you know, other people can be a reflection of you. So
Correct.
How you carry yourself, that's what you're going to have around you.
Correct.
You know, and at times when I be going through what I go through, I be like, yo, I'm laying down with XYZ, you know the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I think I got a lot in common with these people. But it's all bad.
Correct. Nothing
all
good.
Bad. And it's like, they like my thoughts bad. That's how they is. You feel
Okay.
me?
I got you.
But my thoughts also come out in my emotions and in my actions.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because we are what's up here as we, you know what I mean? Everything starts here.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That was you?
That was my alarm. Why did my alarm just do that? Hold up. Bear with me 1 second. Don't talk, because I was in the middle of recording this darn thing, and my alarm just decided it was going to. Now I gotta save this piece and start again.
Oh no.
No, I save it. The good part is it saves it. It won't go nowhere, so it'll stay there, and I can go back and add the clips together. But we back on. Go ahead.
But yeah, man. We are our thoughts. We are our actions. We are our emotions. But at the same time, when it's very low vibrational, when it's negative, you're not supposed to take ownership of that. You know, I mean, if you want to be low vibration, that's on you. But I'm good.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And people gotta really take key. Like, yo, take care of yourself. Like, know your triggers. Know, you know what I'm saying? Really know what you want and what you need out of life. You feel me? And don't sit here and try, because I don't know. I don't understand how certain people can do it, but I just couldn't be a mixy person. I just have to stick with, you know, the things that I really know, what I like. You know, I'm not saying in life do not be uncomfortable, because you have to learn how to be uncomfortable in order to really know yourself
Correct.
You know, because life ain't easy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And you cannot expect it to be easy. All you could pray for is one that you can endure, you know, and you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. Like, now, for those who are living in denial, all right, let me ask you this. When did you accept your mental illness?
Yo, that was like 2 years ago.
And before you accepted your mental illness, was your road harder than what it is now?
Can I say that? Can I say that? Yeah. I don't know. My life always been rocky, but is it harder now?
Or was it harder before? Like, which one was harder before
You know
you
what?
accepted?
I could say it was harder before. Only reason why I'm going to say that is because I really was on an attempt to end it myself so many
Correct.
times.
I remember.
Now, okay, I thought about it, but now how I, you know, looking at stuff now, I'm like, no, you
Correct.
do not need to do this.
Correct.
You are better than this.
Correct.
You have you're, even if you don't have kids, everyone who's here, they have a purpose.
Correct.
And even if you didn't know what your purpose was, find out what it is.
Correct.
God gave you another day to live.
Correct.
That's why they call it right now the present.
Correct.
It's a present. It's a gift.
Correct.
Don't take advantage of that. Live your life. You don't know
Correct.
what's out there until you get past the bull crap.
Correct.
Just live, man.
Correct. I agree with you. And the reason why I asked you that was because I accepted mine, I think it was 2 years ago too, when I started my YouTube channel, probably 2 years ago, is when I finally accepted mine. And I find that life was harder before I accepted everything than it is now. And I think that's because I'm more in tune to myself, to my needs, to my wants, to my triggers, to anything that can make me blow up. I'm in tune to it.
Yeah. And I would say the reason why it's not as hard as it was for me before is because, yes, I accepted the fact that, you know, I have mental illness. I've also been trying to find ways to, you know, straighten things out, even though regardless, we're not perfect, but we have to learn to deal with ourselves.
Correct.
So others can as well. And I feel like now that I noticed a lot, I'm doing things differently now in a better approach. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't step outside of the bull crap and say, well, you know what? I'm gonna always be in some type of depression if I don't get up and do something that I thought I would never do. Get out of my comfort zone.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because I never wanted to be in a shelter. I never wanted to be EBT or none of that.
Yeah.
But because I needed some help in areas, I'm like, you know what? Freak that. I don't care what anybody else gonna say. If I gotta get help in other ways that others seem like, oh, now you bugging, like you lazy, whatever. I don't care what y'all gotta say. I gotta do what I gotta do that's gonna help me.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a beautiful place I'm living in right now just because. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now that I got a beautiful place, I got people over here like on some, oh, this is your first apartment. How come I ain't get that? Or when they come looking, they got the facial expression like, oh, this nice. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
haters just hating.
For what? Why you hating on me?
Because you doing something with yourself. That's why. Because you're not letting that stigma stop you. Because you're not letting your mental health break you. That's why.
And you know what it made me realize?
What?
That even people that claim they love you, even people that, yo, this is what crazy. But why I stay to myself within reason, because I try to protect. I'm always saying to myself because I'm trying to just protect myself.
Correct.
From other people and the bull crap.
Correct.
Because you think because people doing things for you, they tell you they love you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. They really ain't rocking with you.
Correct. It always be those closest to you that you think genuinely love you that actually want your downfall and do things to trigger you and push you to that dark side.
And be weird, because I also learned this. Because I had beef with people, fought with them, and we became cool as.
Mm-hmm.
And you be like, what the, like,
right?
Oh, we had to squabble first before we could be like this, like tight.
Correct.
You know?
Correct. I got you. Now I want to ask you. So getting a little more personal, because they really don't know your story. Yeah. So how many kids do you have in total?
I got 5 kids.
And then by how many different mamas?
3.
All right. Do y'all all get along, or do you
have? my first baby mama, and we're gonna go by the oldest to the youngest. All right. My first one, she got the oldest, my son. Me and her, we not cool no more.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I remember I was telling you in Jersey how she was acting funny.
But I didn't know yet.
So now I told you the story because I was calling you up when I was living in Jersey, and I was telling you about how she acting and stuff, and she married and stuff, and da da da.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, yo. You know what I'm saying? I just assumed, even though, my family did what they did to me, and I gotta let that go.
Hold on. We gotta finish the baby mamas first.
All right, baby mamas, let's go. So yeah, baby mamas are cool. We are all 3 of them. We not. I stayed with Shorty upstairs. My second baby mama. Things is rocky with that too. And my daughter's mom's rocky there too. But it's like because they want to be in a relationship with the guy, but it's like I don't understand how people want to be in a relationship with someone when I'm screaming to all of y'all, and I'm an open book. I got issues, that I'm just trying to work on. I can't see myself being in a relationship with somebody right now if I'm really trying to get my life together.
And that's a smart move because you got to take care of yourself first before you could be the man of the house for real.
Yeah.
And they can't respect that.
And sometimes I get confused by it because I'm like, yo, y'all didn't have your fathers like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have my father, and my mom's. I ain't had my mom's like that either, but my mother was out there getting to the bag. She had to because my father died. So we all got something in common. We didn't have our fathers.
Correct.
Right? So me going through what I'm going through, and they know that because I talk to them. It's like, yo, don't y'all want our kids to have their father?
Correct.
Like, I be screaming and crying to y'all like, yo, I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's like, again, this is where people got to realize, like, yo, we got to pay attention to a lot of things. Not just to self, but to others around us too.
Correct.
Because we can't keep ignoring the bull crap and sweeping it under the rug and thinking it's going to get better by just, you know what I'm saying?
Correct. No, you're right. So I respect you, honestly, and I'm going to commend you and congratulate you for realizing that you need to work on you before putting yourself in a relationship. And I remember mentioning that to you in the past and telling you, stop getting into these relationships and focus on you. But if you ever listen to me, no, you didn't. And then now, years later, you're trying to listen.
That's a fact. That's me.
But you know what? I know it's the mental health. I know the mental health plays a part in that. Like I know when we coping with so much, it becomes too hard to handle. And when you feel alone, you think that surrounding yourself with other people would make you feel whole and complete and not lonely. Yet you feel more lonely when you're with somebody than you do when you're alone. I know I got it on point.
That's a fact. Because I said that to myself too. When I go through what I go through with them, right? I'm still like I'm not saying when we having our beefs, but I look at it when I'm not going at my problems, whatever with them, right? I be like, yo, I still feel alone.
Yeah.
It ain't no different.
Correct.
Because I'm around them, and and other people is around, right?
Correct.
And I be there, and I be like, damn, I'm chopped liver. Then I see the energy, I see the difference,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, I'm good, and it's cool because y'all doing y'all, and I'm gonna sit here where I've been at by myself, alone, away from y'all.
Correct.
Because I'm gonna say another thing. They got mental problems too that I noticed, and they spoke out their own mouths, and I don't need to speak, but they not gonna do it because they those type that feel like, oh, therapies for white people and all that other stuff.
In denial. They're in denial. They're in straight up denial.
And I be like, you know what? You got a life to live, and I got a life to live. I can't sit here and be doing what I always been doing for others, because that's something I've always noticed I've done. Always been there for others, but not me.
You have to be there for yourself. If you're not there for yourself, who's going to be there for you? Like I always put up in my content, you got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to be your biggest supporter. You got to know that you have your back always, and you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself for anything that you allow to transpire, for anything that you played a part in, for anything that hurt you, or anything that you feel that you failed. You got to let go, and you got to forgive yourself so you can heal and move forward.
Because today I had an experience outside while I was with my baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this, but I don't know if I mean it or I'm reading it as a joke. But you know how we're grown and all this other things and da-da-da-da. And the adults that I've been around, they always seem to talk to me a certain way. So that's why I say adults.
Mm-hmm.
They treat me like I'm a kid.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So I say, dang, adults always act like they right. Adults always got to be a smart ass. Cause today, I was going to drop off some see about my paperwork for this job, right? And the lady had a whole attitude, right? And this one, she's with me. She got an attitude, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna take none of y'all energy. I'm just gonna smile, be like, thank you, have a nice day, and kept it moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I just left it at that because I'm like, I don't. Sometimes I be seeing a lot of people around our age. I'll be like, yo, y'all so unhappy. I'm like, yo, I know I be feeling how I be feeling, but y'all motherfuckers, y'all may have to go to therapy too, because I know I got some problems. But you know what? You know what I was saying to myself? I'm like, I know the real me is not this bullshit with the no, because even despite the fact that I be feeling my depression, I be moving around fucking smiling and shit, being polite, a gentleman, because that's me.
Correct.
Me.
Correct.
I'm like, I can't sit here and take ownership to the other shit.
Correct.
That's not me.
Correct. Correct. No, I feel you.
And I'm like, I think when we really gonna get past the test and all that other stuff is when we really just start doing better for ourselves and just removing ourselves from shit and stop holding on to things that's not doing us no good. You know?
Don't hold on to things that don't raise your vibration. Let go of things that lower your vibration. Like, you have to speak positivity into your life, into your existence. That's the only way you're gonna get past whatever season you got going on. And they suck. When you be going through depression, bipolar, and all that stuff, it sucks. But we still show up. And there's people out here that don't have nothing going on, but let them get a quick cold and they run into their mom. I'm sick. I don't feel good. I can't take it. Well, heifer, I got to walk around with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and all these things and still parent, still be an adult, still be a member of the society. Like, come on, y'all can't handle this thing. Yeah. We got to handle everything.
Yeah. That is a fact. That is a whole fact.
We don't complain. You know how many times we be walking out? I know you get up on days where you're like, yo, I woke up on the wrong side of the damn bed. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to be bothered. Yet you go out there, hey, how you doing? Have a blessed day.
Yep, because that's how I feel. Like I'll wake up and I'm like, ugh. But I be like to myself, I start talking to myself and be like, nah, nah, that's not me.
Correct.
What's up? Cut that out.
Right.
Cut that out. Because I know you're waking up to reality and you know what's going on around you. But just because that's going on around you, you don't need to carry that with you.
That's why your environment is important. Your environment got to be in your favor, not against you.
Shit, that's why I brought my ass outside.
No, but it's true though. Like a lot of people don't realize your environment, whoever you have in your home, all that energy, it can clash. It can be for the bad.
That is a fact. That is a fact. The environment, they also speak on what you watch.
Correct.
What you listen to.
Correct.
And sometimes it's what you read.
Correct.
Because not everything you hear and see is what you really getting.
Correct.
It ain't always that.
That's true. You're right. Because I know when my daughter, when Beba, when she goes, well, she used to do this. When she used to go dark on me and get real suicidal, she always listened to gothic, like heavy metal that was telling you to die, and it would put her more depressed, and it would put her more into those thoughts, and it would make the episode last longer.
Yeah.
So it's important that you surround yourself with positivity, with positive things, positive people, happy memories, like good thoughts. But you can't do none of that if you don't accept yourself first. You're not gonna know what triggers you. You're not gonna know what's bad. You're gonna know what's gonna actually break you or make you. Like that PhD that we talked about is extremely important.
And and you know, I feel like, you know, it's not to put too much on people when they just listening in, but sometimes I want you to, like, as people listen in and hear what we're saying, you know, take some notes.
Correct.
Write it down. Even when you're not watching or anything or whatever, sometimes just write in your book.
Correct.
Journal.
Journaling is a good thing. Yeah.
Take notes on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions or just write something down and get back to it. Whatever.
Correct. Correct. Nah, you're right about that. Now let's talk about parenting. How do you cope? You know what I'm saying? With, like, you don't get along with your baby moms. You got stuff going on. They got stuff going on. So how do you co-parent? Like, how does that work for you? How does it affect you and your mentals?
It's basically like she'll do things with him, work-wise, and whatever else she needs help with, assistance with, as far as what she can do work-wise with his homework, I'll just take on that by myself. Like, you know, she'll do what she do with him.
Okay.
And then I'll take him and I'll go over here and do something with him.
Okay.
But that's just with my son that I live with. You already know I don't live with my other baby mothers, so ain't nothing there really. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see Isaiah like that.
Oh, wow.
And I haven't saw my daughters like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Isaiah like that really because I stopped going over there because there's been issues and things like that. And not too long ago, I think it was like last month, I had him over. But I just don't got Isaiah like that, nor do I have my daughters. My daughters can't even come over here because they mother used the spiritual thing. You talking about how they not allowed around other people.
Wow.
And I was like, listen, just stop it. You don't want my daughters to like someone else. That's all that is. You know, and she already stated that where I'm living at, that was supposed to be me and her. Like, so, you know, like I said, it's just, you know, me and my son's moms and stuff like that, we co-parent, we do things separately. That's all.
So, but you know what? That sucks though. How does that do with your mental health? Like, how do you cope with that? That's hard.
Yo,
Like, that's gotta weigh on you.
nah, it does. You know, it does, and it sucks because I can't control their mother.
Correct.
I can't tell her because I should have known from the relationship, but I just kept, because of my own, I'm
Like
just
we were talking about
sweeping
those red
I just
flags.
sweeping everything under the rug.
Yes, the red flags.
Communication was horrible. Times she wouldn't pick up her phone, and even the fact, even though we got kids, it's still the same thing. It's still the same. I don't.
How?
I don't even know. Like,
So you do like I do. I just get up every day and keep going. I don't even stop to think about how I make it, how I'm surviving it. I'm just getting up and going.
Yeah, man, because I'm like, I have no control over that. But I know people be like, you can get some control of that. Just take her ass to court and just da. But because of my situation, because I know you know some of it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stay here.
Correct.
And I feel like once I get out of here and have my own situation, because it's like I told you, I'm always doing things for other people. This fly ass place right here could have been all mine if I would have just didn't follow her and went on and been by myself.
Correct.
So if I would have had my own, you best believe I would have had to be like, yo, can I have my kids?
Yeah.
Because my baby mothers, they don't like each other. None of them. So when birthdays come, it's difficult how we do this.
That's crazy. See? And this is outside of mental illness because this is just co-parenting, period. It don't matter whether you got mental illness or not. It's co-parenting, period. In my opinion, I believe that when you have a baby with somebody and y'all not together no more, the next person you bring in, whether it be a male or a female, whether it be the mom bringing it in or the dad bringing it in, y'all should get along. Because at the end of the day, the welfare of that child is what really should matter, and how that child is thriving in society and thriving in the community should matter. And thrive, everybody that loves them, quote unquote, is going at each other's throats. How is that parenting? That's not parenting for the well-being of the child.
And what makes it worse is I've always felt like it takes a village.
Yes.
And it's even worse because we don't have a village.
Correct.
And the village is effed up. I mean, beyond measure, where they all need some help. But and that's what hurts me when it comes to my baby mothers, because it's like they know how I am. I know where they are too, and we all got similarities. Like we ain't have our family around like that, and they always doing us dirty. But I just be like, all right, but we all got each other, even though we may not get along. We all share kids with one another. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we really need to like be able to coexist with one another.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? For the sake of the kids.
Correct.
But my daughter's mother, out of her mouth, always saying, it ain't about the kids.
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. So what is it about if it ain't about the kids?
It's about her.
But the moment you opened your legs and gave birth, or got cut open and gave birth, it stopped being about you and it became about that child. You no longer matter to an extent. You no longer matter to an extent. Your child should come first.
Yep.
Like I've never been able to understand that. Some men operate that way and some females operate that way, and I don't understand that, because at the end of the day, how you gonna walk around knowing your kid got siblings but have no relationship with your siblings? None at all.
And my thing is, I was saying that too. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? that they get mad at me because I think so much, like I think so low of them,
Yeah.
so less of them. But I'd be like, yo, we be having, you see how me and you had these serious conversations, and we be like,
Correct.
yo, we understand each other, like real. And then we go, and then when we got problems and stuff like this, it's like the kids gotta suffer, and I'd be like, yo, what the like.
That's not parenting, yo. That's not parenting. But see, in your situation, you got 2 baby moms who got feelings for you still.
Yeah.
So they low key want to be with you. They don't care about the kids. They care about the D. They don't care about the daddy. They care about the D.
You know?
If you want to be honest, it's all about the D.
Yo, so I mean, so since you said that, because it is. She said this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care if I'm in a relationship. I'm still gonna want you.
Yeah.
Because you know my body. You know you studied my body, and I'm like,
Wow.
I said, nah, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't, because that's gonna have a play on my mental health.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because all 3 of my BMs, and I'm certain people like that too. Certain people are like that, but I be going leading with my heart and stuff. So it's like, yes, as soon as I touch you and do all this, I'm like, oh, you mine. That's how I go.
Yeah.
Not like this. Going to the party, meet a chick, smash, all right, bye. Go to another party, smash, all right, bye. No. Because I feel like with me, what I really want, I do want a wife. I do want to be with one person. So I had to be like to myself, I have to change. I can't sit here keep going online and meeting these girls, getting them pregnant and da-da-da. We back same cycle. No, I got to change that. I got to change my approach. Change, my outlook, my thoughts. You feel me? So I could be ready the next time around instead of I'm going in doing the same bull crap.
Correct.
And I meet somebody else when I'm doing the same bull crap, get them pregnant, and I'm going back and forth from baby mother with the new person back. You see?
Correct.
Because that's basically what's happened. That's basically what happened if you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. You a relationship type of dude. Like you aren't a smash and pass. You are a relationship type of person, especially emotionally. Like I've noticed you do lead with your emotions. And a full disclosure, you guys, we dated short period of time. It wasn't long. He wasn't ready.
I wasn't.
Me.
I dang sure wasn't.
He was not in no place or position for the type of female that I am. And I saw a good person in him, though. That's the thing with me. I can separate people. I can separate the person I dated from the friend. I can just put different titles. And I saw that he's a genuine good person. And I see that he's struggling and having a hard time. So I kept the friendship, because why am I going to lose a good-hearted person if they're not ready for me to be in a relationship with them? So we didn't stay friends this long because of that. But you're not. You need somebody invested in your growth, in your stability. You need somebody who's going to help you grow, help you become stable, help you by actually just supporting you and giving you what you've been lacking and missing without any questions. But you can't find that because you keep finding the same females. You keep attracting the same type of females that are just causing you more problems because they got their own problems and they come with their baggage, and then they add their baggage to your baggage, and then they leave their baggage with you when they walk out the door. And then you stay with their baggage and your baggage, and next thing you know, you ain't got no room to walk because you full of all this baggage.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not cool. Like, that's why I always told you, yo, you got to work on you. I mean, you may have to leave the state of New York and separate.
You know what's crazy? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you want to know, I tried that, but I think it's probably to the point where I may have to just do that all on my own. because I wanted to go back to Florida. I wanted to go to Florida.
Yeah.
But my mom's wasn't with that.
Oh.
She wasn't with it. And I'm like, she got all the excuses in the world, but I'm like, I felt like my peace is more important. And I felt like I needed to be someplace where I'm gonna go out and grind.
Correct.
Because don't nobody really know. Like, people could sit here and look at you and talk all types of shit, but they don't really know you until they motherfucking know you. Because
Correct.
when I went to the South, I got a job. And mind you, down South is not like New York where you could get around easily.
Correct. It's hard as heck to get down here.
And you know I don't drive. I still don't drive.
You still don't drive?
So look, come on, I went down South and I was able to get around. Like, what does that tell you? Like, I still made a way.
Right, you made it work.
Yeah. But whatever.
You might, but you might need a whole reset. Like you gotta do what's right for you. You gotta figure that out. Like, you gotta sit down and figure that out. And somehow y'all gotta make y'all co-parenting work. Because if you get into another relationship, let's say you are ready and you get into another relationship, it's gonna go south.
Yeah.
It's gonna go south because the baby mama's issues and everything else is gonna put a lot of pressure on that relationship and on you.
And I believe it so because I've seen it from my daughter's mother, and her baby daddies and their new new woman and stuff. Like, not seen it in person where they was beefing, but I seen it out of her mouth because it's like for years she always speak about them.
Correct.
And then when we would fight, and I would be like to her, it's crazy. I'm here for even your kids and trying to help them with their mental health, but y'all all treat me like I'm crap.
Because you got a kind heart. It's because you wear your heart on your chest. And people can sense that, and they can tell that, and they know they can push you and push you and push you, but because of your kind heart, you're not gonna blow up until they push you the wrong way. And you used to blow up back in the day, like
yeah.
But now you're not trying to do none of that, so they milking it. They taking advantage of that. They taking that for granted, and they running all over you because they know they can, because you wear your heart on your chest.
Yeah, and I almost went to prison. I almost went to prison for losing my cool. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, you can't. You gotta focus on you. Like, you really gotta. You're doing good though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because even when we talk, it may not be a lot of conversations here and there, but I sense it, and I could be sensing like you're not in a bad place like you used to be in the past. Like, I remember one time we had a falling out, and it was my birthday. I don't think you're gonna remember this, but you text me on my birthday with a falling out, mad at me about something because I didn't hit you up. I forgot what it was. This was like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. And I'm like, dude, you ain't even say happy birthday. In my head, I was thinking, dude, you ain't even say happy birthday. It's like 8 o'clock at night and you spazzing on me. And it's my birthday to top it off. And you couldn't even say happy birthday. But I never told you. Because I sensed that you were in a really bad, like, headspace. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let it rock. I'm going to let it slide. I remember I said something to calm you down. I forgot what it was. But I texted you something to calm you down. And I told you at the same time, like, I'm not putting up with this bullshit either. Like, when you better get back at me. Like, but this was, I thought about that the other day when I thought about you, yo.
Nah, but like I said, man, and I'm not going to keep saying adults. but like, yo, I'm grown and I'm adult and I move around here. Like, I don't got no problems, because a lot of people should say that shit. They look at me and they be like, "You depressed? Depressed where?"
Because we wear that mask. We're so good at that mask.
So I always was on some, like, because I seen how I was. I could sit here and listen to someone tell me about myself, and I'd be like, Okay, I hear you. And I could sit here and hold accountability for my wrongdoings. So I'm like, why would I sit here and because I'm going through something, move around with that emotion because I'm upset. I didn't like something somebody did or said, you know, treat other people how I'm feeling.
Correct.
I'm not gonna do that. Why do that?
You're right. Why do that? But
I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're supposed to spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. You know what I mean?
Like, I got you. So, another personal question. Are you on meds or not?
Yeah, I am.
Why do you say it like that, though? Why did you say it like that?
I'm neglecting them shits, though.
Why? See, now we about to
because fight. I would tell you. I was like to them, I didn't like how it was making me feel and da-da-da-da. And of course, they hit you with the whole, no, it's going to help you. And I was taking it, right? At first, I was on that shit. But I'm like, all right, it helped me fall asleep. But I'm like, I don't want to be sleeping and happy. I want to be awake and feel better about myself.
Correct.
Get this shit out my face. This shit's still sitting there. I to be honest with you, I feel like I need to really start being more honest with people and myself more.
Transparency is key. Listen, I felt like you did. When I first got on meds, and I was like, yo, I'm not taking this. I need to raise kids. I can't be falling asleep here and there or feeling drained and exhausted. But I started advocating for myself more. I started being real vocal. And I started being like, I'm not taking this shit because this right here, find something else that's going to work. And I put my foot down, and my doctor now, she be on point. Like, she'll listen to everything I got to say. She'll tweak whatever, and she'll tell me, all right, we're going to do this. Let's try this out. Let me know if this works or if it doesn't work. But I had to start talking for myself. I had to start advocating for myself. You got to do the same. Because if you don't, you never know. If you get on the right meds, it can help you with those bad days, especially when it comes to one upstairs. You probably wouldn't even feel half of the shit that bothers you if you had the right cocktails. So you need to start advocating for yourself. Start being honest, open. And not just that, when you're journaling, don't just journal your feelings and your emotions, but also journal how you feel when you take the meds. Like, keep track of all of that. You know why? So when you go to the psychiatrist, bam, look, here's my receipts. This is why I don't want this med. It had me feeling like this on this day, had me feeling like that on that day. I couldn't get my ass out of bed, or I couldn't, the more details you give, the more they are willing to find the right meds for you. But if you just gonna sit there and just be like, oh yeah, I'm taking them, and they keep prescribing them for you, who are you helping? You're not helping nobody. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping the psychiatrist. He's gonna get paid regardless whether you take them or not. But you need this for your future, for your growth, for your stability. You need this for you. So you're gonna start advocating for yourself. Stop looking at me like that, man.
I think about it.
What you mean you'll think about it? Nah. Ain't no I think about it. No, you just said you want to change.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm gonna do that. I promise I'm gonna do that.
Do that. Like, seriously, I used to, when I first started my meds, I journaled every morning and I journaled every night. But I did that because I was keeping track of my feelings, my thoughts, my emotions, the roller coaster ride, whether the pills worked or didn't. Like, I would journal before I took my pills. Then I would take my pills, wait like a couple of hours, see how I was feeling, journal again, and the same thing before I went to bed. It helped me realize what meds were and weren't working for me. So it was easier for me to say, no, I'm not taking this one no more. And even when I stopped taking, like if I stopped taking one by my choice, I still journaled. I still kept track. So I can see the difference. I go back and read it and be like, damn, girl, you sound like you manic at this point. How the hell you said the meds ain't work and you sounding mad manic? Like, them meds was working, girl. Get back. You're not gonna know that unless you're actually, you know what I'm saying, doing the work for you. This is part of your growth. It's part of your stability.
Yeah, and you know, it's like, yeah, of course, and back to like getting to know yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What in life really works for you, and what doesn't work for you.
Correct.
So you know how to go about things.
Correct. See, that's why, like, whenever I do the life coaching thing and I'm coaching people, and I be noticing somebody who needs a little extra help, but they're not open or receptive, I be giving them the tools that I just told you. Like the whole journaling 3 times a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, 1 in the afternoon. Like I be giving all these extra techniques because when you go back to read and you pay attention, like you start to see the pattern yourself. You start to notice. And when I mean journaling, I don't mean sit there and think about what you're going to write. What I mean is let that pen hit that paper and let your hand go. Don't worry about grammar, spelling, punctuation. None of that. Just let your hand go. Empty out everything that's in here on that paper. Don't stop and think. Don't go, oh, should I write this? Or maybe I should write this. No, I should write about that. No. Empty out whatever's in there and then go back and read it. And you're really going to see your real thoughts. When you're not taking that time to plan what you're going to journal and actually let your self-conscious let it all go, you'll see so much more about you and you'll learn so much more about yourself. Like that it'll make things that you probably didn't understand or didn't realize a lot more clear. So you should try that. Don't think about it. Just
I got it. Definitely gonna take that to key. Like you do that.
Yeah, try it. I mean, I did it at first in the beginning. I was skeptical about it. I'm like, man, I hate sitting down writing. Like, I like to write, but I like my stuff to be nice and neat, and I like my stuff to be nice and neat and stuff, right? So when I journal, I get mad when my handwriting starts to look sloppy. But when my handwriting starts to look sloppy, it's because I got lost in my journaling, and my true thoughts and feelings and emotions are actually.
You got so much to unload that it's coming out. Like it's like the heartbeat, like you know when the heart.
Correct, girl. I'm telling you, I meant to say girl to you, Beba. I said girl to you, trying to say girl to Beba because she came over here. My son about to go to sleep, so he's not happy right now.
All right.
But seriously though, like your meds, I really need you to work on that because you're in a better headspace, but you can be in a more comfortable headspace if you had help. Because you're living in a situation that brings you down sometimes. You're living in a situation that sometimes causes you, you know what I'm saying, discomfort and emotional madness. At least the meds can take in and help where your conditions want to come out and roar.
Right. I feel you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your time.
No worries. Is there anything else that we didn't cover? Like I'm trying to sit here and think about. I know we covered about your baby moms, your kids, parenting, co-parenting, which you guys don't do, which is not cool because these kids need to have a relationship. But actually, yeah, I want to ask you. In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Always get this question, yo. I see me living in a nice big old mansion with 5 honeys and 5 paws.
Cut it out and be realistic.
Nah, man. Like I told you, I really want to be married to somebody. I really want to have like that house family. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to be wealthy, but at the same time, I'm still trying to figure that wealth thing out. Like, really, what am I going to do in life, man? Because everybody has a purpose. And me, to be real with you, I'm still trying to find myself.
Yo, real talk though, I was thinking about this. I think you'd be a good life coach. And the reason why I say that, no, don't laugh. Don't have to smile either. Because I'm being serious. You have a lot of knowledge. Like you do like what I do. I take my bad experiences and I turn them into learning lessons and I learn from them. You do the same thing. So because you look at the world differently due to your mental health, it would be easier for you to advise other people because you see the world differently. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I really do think you would do good for like life coaching for real with men who struggle like you struggle, who are dealing with stuff like you're dealing with. You would be a good like mental health coach. You legit would do good on it because you got the firsthand experience, the patience, the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you have, and you can connect. You have an ability to connect with people.
Mhm.
That should be something that you should look into. I could send you some information. No, seriously, because when I got into this at first, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm always giving people advice. People always come to me. I've been told I should have been a therapist. I should go back to school for therapy so I can turn into a therapist. Bam, I ain't spending all that time in school and I ain't got all that money. So I went to be a life coach instead and got certified twice. So I got 2 different certifications, one for health and one for life. But I really do think it's something that you should look into. Like start doing some research, really look into it. And because you are in New York, you have a better upper hand than I do. You can actually go talk in people's schools and get clients that way as well. Because you can work with kids or with adults. You get what I'm saying? It's up to you. But you have a story to tell.
Yo.
And people can learn from that story. They can benefit from that story. Use your situation and turn it around into that positive. You don't have, remember back in the day, you didn't have an ID, you couldn't get a job. You had to go to court for child support and they stopped you from doing this and you couldn't get a job then. Like you had so many roadblocks stopping you from succeeding, but being a life coach, there's no roadblock. There's no roadblock. Like it don't matter what your past is, none of that matters. As long as you got the heart and the willing to help other people, you can thrive in it. Look into that seriously. Like, take it into consideration, pray about it, do some research. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like you can do. And the program that I did was a very affordable. It was very, very affordable. Like, it was a one-time payment. You take the online course. He's really good at what he does. He also gives, matter of fact, he also gives on YouTube Mentor Mondays every night at 8:00. So you can even just check him out first. Like start going to his.
You can send me the.
I got you. I'm gonna send you all that. But look into it because I feel like you could thrive, and no matter where you move, your credentials will be good. Doesn't matter where you move, you can use it wherever. You could be a virtual coach, you could be an in-person coach, you could do whatever you want with it, but maybe it'll give you that possibility to start getting that financial aspect that you need to help you get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
And then it might even just build your confidence and your self-esteem a lot more, where you feel like I got this, I can do this. Like that also makes a big difference if you're gonna thrive or not. Like you gotta have that feeling that you're gonna thrive in order for you to actually thrive.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact.
I will look into that because I feel like you'd be good. And you know what? If you do it, I would want to connect with you. Like I definitely would want us to do a lot more content together, getting out there. Like no jokes, because your conversation is intellectual. Not everybody's is.
Thank you.
Not everybody has that ability. Some people give you 2 or 3 sentences and that's about it, and they don't think deep, but you do. You're like me. You think beyond and then some and come back around all over again and rethink it all over again and find a whole nother answer than what you did the first time. Like use that for good. Use that in your benefit and in your favor instead of against you.
Right.
What did all those words do for you?
Nah, because it's like I noticed throughout this whole session, it's like we pick things from out of each other's mind. It's like I said something, and you like, yo, I was just about to, because the whole talking to people, being a therapist or a life coach, whatever. Last night I was talking about that. I was like, yo, maybe I need to, because I've always done that for people. Like I've always been like, yo, I always said this, and I never really liked it. But I said to myself, maybe I need to help motherfuckers because, excuse me again, but because people don't be like, yo, Ronnie, you want to come chill, da 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 da. They call me up. I be like, yo, what's up? Hey, you good? What's going on? You all right? Oh, my baby father, or I had some problems with some niggas up the block. Like, it's always about a problem. It's always a problem. It's never like, yo, how you doing, Ronnie?
Never mental health check-in. No, you're right though. What you know what I think it is though? I believe that it is our mental health that makes us that way. Because we're missing certain things in our lives to make us feel complete. We try to give that to other people so they don't have to struggle how we struggle. I really think that's why, because I was the same way. Every time somebody calls me, I already know it's a problem. The moment my phone rings, because everybody always texts me. They know I'm not a big phone person, so they'll always text me to check up on me and stuff. But the moment my phone rings, I know I got to answer that call because it's either life or death. Somebody on the other line is going through something and they need to talk to me. And if I can't answer it, I'll send a text and be like, yo, I will call you as soon as I'm done. Don't worry, I got you. Like, don't do what you're gonna do. Don't think about what you think. A few minutes to get to you, and I got you. But I know that's how severe it is. So I've always been there. Why not start getting paid for it as well to help out my situation? That's why I'm still trying to look for clients. Like, it ain't an easy road. It's not an easy road. Down here, it's harder for me because we don't have transportation. So I can't go talk at schools. I can't go book all of this and that. But you're in New York. You're in the middle of transportation world. You have ways to get around. You can easily...
Niggas say you can hop on an electric scooter.
Hell yeah! You can easily get around. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Boys and Girls Club. Start talking over there. Like, you can get speaking engagements. It opens the world. It opens your doors for so many possibilities. Ones that you probably didn't even see you had because we're so caught up in, well, we got mental illness. Who are we to help somebody? What do I know? I'm crazy.
But they don't never realize that the person they may be speaking to that they do not know may have some
correct
or whatever they may have going on outside of their job.
Correct.
Everybody got some problems. Ain't nobody perfect.
But
and a lot speak from not just what they learned in school, but personal experience.
Correct.
They gain that wisdom.
Correct. Hey, did you download the Wisdom app like I told you to? Did you make the profile?
Oh, nah, I didn't.
See, I'm gonna fight you again. You lucky you're in New York. This is about the third fight I want to give you tonight, man. Like, you gonna make me fight you. This phone right here has Wisdom app open right now, and we've been talking on Wisdom this whole time while we've been doing this. I told you I'm multitasking. Look, podcast on this phone, Wisdom app on this phone. But I want you to download it and create your profile because exactly what we're doing right now, that's what I do on Wisdom.
Okay.
Exactly how we talking right now, going back and forth and just chilling on a topic. That's what Wisdom is for. Whenever you feel stressed out, whenever you feel like you need to vent, whenever you feel like you need to be heard, whenever you feel like nobody's understanding you, go on that app, create a talk, and just let it out. Let it out, and you're gonna feel so much better. It also records your talks, so you can go back and listen to it later, or share it with somebody else. If you feel that you get some good knowledge, you can share it with other people. Like, hey, listen, I did this talk. You may want to listen to it. You need help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, download it, create your profile, Really use it. That's where I know you from. I followed you from there. Hey, Catherine, I didn't know that. Thank you. I mean, the name looked familiar to me, but I wasn't sure. I got so many social platforms. I be getting where people.
What does it? Oh, sorry.
The Wisdom app. It's got the little purple square box with a head.
The headphones on?
Yeah.
Brain
Like,
food. It says brain food.
You were supposed to use the link so I can get my darn profile thing.
Oh, I still click. I still.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fight you.
I'm gonna download it on this phone right here. So
I'm about to resend you the link right now.
I got you.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm telling you right now.
Trust me. I promise you. I got you.
Me and you gonna fight.
I'm getting older now, so my brain ain't all that.
I just texted now, but me and you gonna fight. I'm telling you, this already been the third desire to fight you.
Cut it out. I got you. I promise. I got you. Trust me.
Yeah, do it. And then you know what? When you do your profile, after you use the link and do the profile, let me know, because I want to do a chat with you on there too. Like, I think I did Beba. Beba's on there too. Like, she did one chat with me for a whole hour and a half. Like, I think you're gonna like it, and it's gonna help you on those days that you feel like you got nobody. That's when I use it the most. On my dark days and on my bad days, that's when I really use it, because I can dump my brain out and just let all the toxic go and no longer hold it within. Like, release it. But seriously, do that. Is there anything else you think we needed to cover though?
Nada.
All right, well then I guess we're gonna end the podcast here, you guys. Listen, he's gonna download Wisdom. He's gonna get a profile on there. So if y'all want to hear more from him or from me, download the Wisdom app. My name, Lynette Hernandez, is gonna pop up as my profile name. If you use my link, it'll automatically add me to your profile, so we'll automatically be linked. Okay. It'll be easy for you to find. For those on YouTube, I was also recording my podcast. Boom. If you want to catch the audio only, you can find it on Shopify, Apple Cast, and all them other Google Play and all that stuff. If not, catch it on the YouTube. Wisdom, if y'all want to catch my YouTube, it is Parenting on Mental Illness - Lynette. I can appreciate all the support. We're trying to get our accounts monetized, and we need 1,000 subscribers in total, 4,000 watch hours, and I'm at 442 subscribers. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. That would definitely help us out. But outside of that, this will be the end, and it's not going to be the last time. I'm bringing him back up, you guys. We're going to have a whole nother session all over again. We're going to talk about different topics. I can see this already visually in my head over here. Like, our wheels are turning.
Definitely be back.
I need paper and pen to write it all down. My wheels are turning. But definitely you'll catch us again. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope y'all have a nice night.
All right, yo. I holla.
All right.